The WNBA opened an investigation into allegedly racist comments made by fans at the Indiana Fever's home opener yesterday. The Indianapolis Star citing sources who say the comments were directed at Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese.
Here's the latest buzz from the Indiana Fever game. The WNBA has launched an official investigation after reports came in that some fans targeted Angel Reese with racist comments. People are now closely watching to see what steps will be taken next.
Now, Reese was heavily booed yesterday, especially after this pretty tense moment when Caitlin Clark fouled Reese, who fell to the ground and then immediately got up and approached Clark. That foul eventually upgraded to a flag.
Here's where things get wild. Despite nearly 17,000 fans in the arena and cameras all around, no video or audio has surfaced to support the claims. But that hasn't stopped social media from exploding. Some people are criticizing the WNBA for overreacting, while others feel the league is letting new fans have too much influence. The backlash is so intense that even LeBron James is getting heat for just praising Caitlin Clark. What started as a tense moment might end up shaping the rest of the WNBA season. So, how did everything spiral out of control so quickly?
We all know that somebody on social media decided to say that the Indiana Fever was the crowd was making monkey noises, something like that during the game yesterday. I think in regards to around a time Angel Reese might have been shooting a layup.
It all kicked off during the Indiana Fever's home opener. Reports claimed that while Angel Reese was at the free throw line, someone in the crowd made a racist monkey noise toward her. That moment was a shock. It wasn't just hurtful, it raised serious questions for the WNBA. People began wondering, how does the league handle racism? Are fans truly welcomed, or is something else at play? And with the league's growing popularity, are new issues surfacing along with the new fans? Here's the catch. No video, audio, or eyewitness has confirmed exactly what was said or who said it. The game was already tense. With nearly 17,000 fans in the stands, things got heated after a hard foul between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. The crowd was loud, and Reese faced heavy boos all night. It was clear, emotions were running high. Even with all the cameras, microphones, and social media buzz, there's still no solid proof, no video or audio of the slur.
In the age of camera phones with audio, if they would have been making monkey sounds, any kind of racist slurs, any of that, it would be all over the place right now. Everywhere. We know what this is. This has been generated to try to put a black mark on the Indiana Fever, the franchise, their fans. They're trying to get the All-Star game pulled out of Indiana.
In today's world, it feels like everything ends up online, clipped, shared, and posted within seconds. Yet somehow, this alleged incident slipped past every camera, phone, and live stream. Still, the WNBA didn't hesitate to take action.
WNBA saying in a statement today that it, quote, strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in our society.
Immediately, the WNBA issued a statement, making it clear they strongly oppose racism, hate, and discrimination of any kind. They announced a formal investigation and emphasized their commitment to getting to the bottom of what happened. The league's message was straightforward. They're not ignoring this and want fans to know they're taking the situation seriously.
The WNBA proudly announced their latest initiative, No Space for Hate, No Space for Hate.
Once the WNBA's statement went public, social media exploded. Some fans praised the league for taking a strong stand and acting fast, but others weren't pleased. They felt the WNBA was giving in to what they called performative outrage from newer fans, many of whom only started following the sport because of Caitlin Clark. Critics argued that these new fans don't fully grasp the rich history and culture of women's basketball. The debate quickly turned into a divide between longtime supporters and the rising wave of newcomers.
I tried to find examples of this hatred. I scrolled through Twitter. I read several reports from the woke media. The media made plenty of vague accusations, but they failed to provide a single example.
After the initial uproar, the WNBA issued another statement, reaffirming its strong stance against hate and its commitment to inclusivity. With no solid evidence emerging, some fans are starting to worry. They're concerned the league might face backlash, especially if the investigation doesn't turn up anything. The bigger worry? This situation could split the fan base at a time when the WNBA is finally building serious momentum.
Let's be real. We've been at sports games. There is random guy gets drunk, takes his top off, and says something crazy, and then gets kicked out of the game. Is something that happens in sports games. It's something that happens in sports. And if you go combative and say our fans are fine, there's nothing wrong with our fan, then it leaves people open to say, oh, but that one fan, and not to just say let the league do their investigation. That's the perfect way to respond.
All of this is happening at a time when the WNBA is evolving fast. The league is attracting more attention than ever, and its fan base is shifting. This incident has become a turning point, exposing the divide between longtime fans and newer ones, and pushing the WNBA to address bigger questions about the direction it wants to take in the future.
Now, the allegations have since been proven untrue, okay? And the WNBA is in a very, very concerning place, because they're dealing with new fans that have come into their league that want to support a particular team, but now you are letting the mob dictate what it is you're going to look into.
The fan reaction is all over the place right now, and you can feel the tension every time you scroll through your feed. On one side, there are longtime WNBA fans who've been with the league from the beginning. On the other, there's a fresh wave of fans, many tuning in for the first time because of Caitlin Clark's exciting rookie season.
I mean, does the WNBA want to lose Caitlin Clark fans? Because I think as much as people want to support Caitlin Clark, at some point, enough will be enough. And then the league will be right back in the situation it was in.
Caitlin Clark isn't just piling up triple-doubles. She's shattering viewership records and helping boost the league's ratings and ticket sales every time she plays. As the WNBA gets more attention, it's becoming impossible to ignore. But with this increased spotlight comes a clash of expectations.
But the WNBA seems content to follow through with this ridiculous investigation. Who is the WNBA going to let control their pocket strings, their pocketbook? Because it seems to me like the new fans are the ones that's funding this whole league now. I mean, we make up about 70% of the fans overall. Otherwise, yesterday's game would have been watched by about 400,000 people, maybe. It probably got watched by what? Upwards of 2 million?
Many longtime fans have been vocal on social media, especially after the news about the alleged racist heckling broke. These fans were the ones leading the charge, urging the WNBA to take action. On Twitter, there were calls for an investigation, demands for accountability, and plenty of people pointing out that the league has overlooked serious issues in the past.
The vast majority of this audience, they have no loyalty to the WNBA. Their loyalty lies with Caitlin Clark, and that loyalty, it is not guaranteed to extend to the rest of this putrid league. No one is loyal to the dump. No one cares about the WNBA. And this damn league is doing everything in their power to guarantee that it stays that.
This isn't just about which team fans are supporting. It's about what kind of behavior should be allowed in sports. Booing, jeering, and taunting are common in every sport, the NBA, NFL, and so on. But the WNBA is different. No other major league has ever launched a full investigation into a crowd incident without solid proof.
And there is, I've been in sports crowds. There is a possibility that somebody had a bit too much to drink and they said something out of line. And if that's proven or is reported to security, kick them out, depending on how far they cross the line.
That's why this move feels so different. It's raising big questions. Is the WNBA setting a new standard for inclusivity, or is it overstepping and risking a disconnect with the fans who have supported it from the start? Just when you think the debate couldn't get any more heated, the players weigh in. Right after the incident, the conversation turned to who should take responsibility for setting the tone. Caitlin Clark didn't shy away from the issue. She addressed it head-on, saying, "There's no place for that in our game. There's no place for that in society." That was Clark making her stance clear, calling for everyone, fans, players, and the league, to focus on respect and unity. Her message resonated with many, especially those who want the WNBA to stay true to its core values as it continues to grow.